Hey everybody, Britical Saiyans here. I'm Matt.
And I'm Jonah.
And today we have for you the Sectory, but this is only the red and black cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red and black.
So just to show this first, because there's one thing I forgot to mention yesterday, and that is this. So the Rejuvenation, blah blah blah, whatever. Box purchased includes one revival pack. It will contain a reboot leader card, an extra card, or a reprint of 6 types and all. So definitely worth grabbing the boxes.
Yeah, especially when we know what the reprints are.
Well, when we start getting those revealed, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's probably still worth grabbing boxes anyway. So, to start off with, we have Launch. So, Launch is a very interesting one. Because auto once per turn. Oh my god. Jonah, speak.
Go get a drink. So yeah, auto once per turn. When you combo, you draw a card. And then secondary auto is when a card in your life is flipped face up by one of your red card skills, you may flip this card over. If you do, you draw a card, and you can't flip it to its front side for the turn. So instead of awakening, you just flip it over. So long as you, when you turn the life face up, because a bunch of new cards now turn your life face up, you go to the awakened side, as it were, which is launch nothing to sneeze at. So again, when this card attacks, you choose which one of your opponents. Well, I say again. So it's only got 10k power to point out as well, whereas on the other side it had 5. Its first auto is when it attacks, you choose one of your opponent's cards and it gets minus 5k for the battle. So that can be the leader card or a unison card if you're smacking into that. Again, once per turn, when you combo, you draw a card. And much like on the other side, it's a case of when one of your life is flipped up by one of your cards, you can then flip her back to the front side and draw a card. So it just goes back and forth, which is quite interesting.
It's what Launch does in the anime. Every time she sneezes, she changes. So
yeah, oh god, it was that era of Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Hence the next card, King Piccolo. So King Piccolo, permanent. You start the game at 6 life.
What?
And then auto, when this card attacks, you may choose up to one red Namekian or Demon Clan card in your hand and place it in your life face up. If you do, add one card from your life to your hand. Awaken, when your life is at 2 or less, or you have 2 or more life flipped face up, you may draw 3 cards, then place the top card of your deck in your life and flip this card over.
That's very weird.
Yeah, if you're against aggro, it's probably going to really hurt.
Yeah, just a bit.
Obviously you'd want to try and awaken by putting the life yourself while having to face up, because then that way you can go to 7 life.
Yeah, but it's also aggro decks just know, I'll start with my 1-drop that has double strike, shall I?
And then on his awakened side we have King Piccolo, Demonic, Rejuvenation. I actually said it that time. So 15k is normal, because yeah. Auto, when this card attacks, choose up to 3 red Namekian or Demon Clan cards in your hand and place them in your life face up. Then add that many cards from your life to your hand. Activate battle once per turn. If you have a red Namekian or Demon Clan cards flipped face up in your life, place the top card of your deck in your life face up. Then combo with one face up red Namekian or Demon Clan card in your life.
That's very interesting.
So far, I don't know how I feel about these life decks. They seem a bit...
I don't know. This set seems to focus on using your life area more than any other set has.
Well, it's the Rejuvenation set, isn't it? Because that's the new keyword.
Yeah.
Rejuvenation is a new keyword.
It's just very odd. So yeah, we've got our first unison, which is Bulma's secret supporter. So it's a specified cost of 1 and has 10k power. Also has blocker.
1k power.
1k power. Oh, 1k power. Okay. Yeah.
I was gonna say that's one beefy bowler.
So yeah, it's got blocker, and then its auto is once per turn. If your leader is a red Earthling card with only 10k power or less, when a marker is removed from this card by an opponent's attack, flip one card in your life face up, and at the end of your turn, flip all face-up cards in your life face down. Interesting. It obviously partners with launch though. And then its +1 is active main. If your leader is a red Earthling only card, choose one card in your hand, place it in your life. If you do, add one card from your life to your hand.
I mean, you could also use this for the old Bulma leader, the Drew cards.
Yeah.
If you really want to.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's very like other Earthling ones would have to do it on their unawakened side. Yeah, I mean, you could run it with Hercule if you really wanted.
Next Unison card. This one's an SR though. We got Piccolo Jr., Descendant of the King. So 2 costs, 15 auto. When your opponent activates a counter skill, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with 15k power or less and KO it. That's already evil. +1, activate main. You get to draw a card. Okay. -2, activate main. You choose up to one of your red battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or less. Choose all of your opponent's battle cards with power less than or equal to the chosen card and KO them. This card gains Rejuvenate once per turn. Remove 2 markers from this card for the turn. Right. Okay. So you -2 to gain Rejuvenate, kill stuff, and then you gain the markers back.
Yeah.
Okay, but you got a -2 and then lose 2 more, so it's technically a -4, right?
Yeah, but Rejuvenate is also using 4 markers.
So you need 6 markers on it then.
No. So like when you activate Rejuvenation, you have to use 4 markers and a card under your Unison. With Piccolo, it's basically doing the same thing, except he doesn't have Rejuvenation to begin with. So you pay the 2 to activate the skill, then you pay 2 to activate Rejuvenation. So you're still paying 4 markers, it's just doing it as a split cost.
Okay.
I mean,
it's really weird.
it's a bit odd, but like generically speaking, that is a really good Unison. Like, it lets you put Rejuvenation in any deck. So.
Yeah, true. And it's just got very nice, like, 2 effects anyway.
Yeah, its auto is amazing. So.
Ooh, go on to the next card then. Sorry.
Yep. So we got Son Goku and I for an I. This is another SR. So its first auto is you pay 2 red. If your lead card is a red Earthling only card.
By the way, it's a free cost, 20k power.
Sorry. Yeah, free cost 20k power. I was getting ahead. It's alright. So yeah, you pay 2 red. If your leader's red only, is a red Earthling only card. When this card in your life is flipped face up by one of your red card skills, you may place the top card in your life. Place the top card in your life.
Place the top card of your deck into your life.
Yeah. I don't know where I'm going with reading. Yeah, then you play this card face up from your life. If you didn't play a card, place this card face up in your drop area from your life. Okay. And auto once per turn, when your opponent activates counter skill, you deal 1 damage to them.
Yamcha burn.
Yep.
Alright, so we got Son Goku ready for anything. Free cost 15, unique, critical. Auto, pay 1 red. If your leader card is a red Earthling only, If you have 2 or more red energy, when this card in your life is flipped face up by one of your red card skills, you may place the top card of your deck in your life, then play this card face up from your life. If you didn't play a card, place this face up in your drop area. Okay. Gonna be a lot of that, isn't there?
Yep.
So, next card.
So we got Krillin, Dearest Friend. So it's 2-drop, 15k. It's super combo. Okay. So auto, if your leader is red and you have a red unison card in play, when this card is used in a combo, you draw one. Then at the end of the battle, choose up to one of your red unison cards with Rejuvenation in its skill text and place this card under it from its owner's drop area.
Because you need to sack a card from underneath it to help trigger Rejuvenate. So,
yeah,
it's a way of using a super combo early to set up your Rejuvenate.
Would that still apply for the Piccolo then?
No.
I think it would.
No. Because if your leader card is red and you have a red unison card in play, when this card is used in a combo, draw one card, then at the end of the battle, choose up to one of your red unison cards with Rejuvenate in its skill text.
That's what I mean.
Rejuvenate is in this. Oh, I suppose it is in the skill text, isn't it? Technically, because it's still. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? I was thinking no, because technically it's not, but technically it is because of it does say Rejuvenate.
I think if it said the Rejuvenate skill, then it would be different.
Yeah, but it's in the skill text, so yeah.
Yeah, so they've had to account for it.
Yeah, I think it was just the way I was reading it. Made it seem like, no, you actually need to have Rejuvenate, but it's in the skill text, not as Rejuvenate as a keyword, as a separate thing from the word.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right. But yeah, so basically you just use that super combo, unless you want to have draw cards, basically. Just normal drawing without needing to try to set up Rejuvenate. So, like this one, for example, because it's Yamcha Righteous Onslaught, which is your generic super combo.
Yeah.
Just drawing a card when your life's 4 or less. Oh god.
Nice and generic.
Yeah. So,
okay, so...
next one.
Yep. So, Tien Shinhan, Ready for Anything. Say 3-drop 15k. It's got unique and double strike. With an auto of you pay 1 red. If your leader is a red Earthling only card and you have 2 or more red energy, when this card in your life is flipped face up by one of your red card's skills, you may place top cards of your deck in your life, play this face up from your life. If you didn't play a card, you place this in your drop area.
Yeah. You did say 3k, 15k power, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sensing a pattern with the names.
So you got Master Roshi, Ready for Anything. 3 cost, 5k power, unique blocker, Revenge. And then it literally has exactly the same effect as the last... it's the last card in TN. So...
yeah.
The only difference is that he's a blocker, Revenge.
So we have Bulma, Confident Friend. So 1-drop with 1k power. And she has 2 autos. So the first being is when you play, you draw a card. And secondary auto is if your leader is a red Earthling only card with 10k power or less. When this card is used in a combo, flip up to 1 card in your life face up. At the end of your turn, flip all face up cards in your life face down.
They need to go back face down because if they flip up off the effects, that's why they're going back face down.
But it's also really good to use with the leader because you combo it, you draw from her effect, and then you flip your leader over, so you draw again, and you draw from the leader, so you get like 3 cards in one combo. True.
Yeah, it's a lot of draw power if you combo correctly. Alright, so we got Launch Brown Counties. Brown Counties Most Wanted. 3 cards, 15k power, unique critical, auto, pay 1 red. If leader card is a red Earthling, when your Oni,
Yeah.
when your leader is flicked to its backside, you may play this card from your hand. Also, when this card is played, you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it loses 15k. Oh no, with 15k power or less, and KO it. Not loses, it just kills it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is a wordy one. Oh, it's an SR.
Yep. So we've got Launch the Pure Hearted. So it's a 1-drop 1k power. Its auto is, if the leader is a red Earthling only card with 10k power or less, when this card is used in a combo, flip up to one card in your life face up. At the end of your turn, flip all your life face down, and you can't activate another, like the auto of another copy of this card for the turn. And its active battle is, if your leader is a red Earthling only with 5k power, combo with this card from your drop area, and at the end of the battle, send this card from your drop to your warp.
So when you're on your front side, you can combo with it to give yourself an extra 5k combo without using hand resources.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got Peel Off the Gangs all here. So 2 cost, 15, auto. If the leader card is red Earthling Oni, at the end of the turn where this card was played from your hand, play up to 2 red skillless battle cards with energy cost of 1 from your deck, then shuffle your deck. So you pay 2 to play the Shoe and the Mai from the deck, basically. They're both 1 cost, 10k vanillas.
Yeah, they were going to be, weren't they?
Yeah. So on to the next one.
Yep, so we've got King Piccolo Evil Dictator. It's a 6-drop 25k power, it's another SR. He's got Deflect, Double Strike, and Dual Attack. Its auto is when this card is removed from your battle area by a skill or KO'd, play up to 1 red face-up King Piccolo Jr. with an energy cost of 4 or less from your life. Hence, putting things face-up in your life. And its active main is you pay 1 red. If the leader is a red King Piccolo card, and you choose any number of red Demon Clan cards in your battle whose total power adds up to 40 or more and place them in the nearest drop area, you can play this from your hand.
So you kill your board instead of paying 6, basically.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, that's a lot of power to make up.
Yeah, but if everything's got a decent amount of power, then it's fine. Or if there's enough, you can bring enough things out onto the board, it's fine. 40k is not too much, really, because all you need is 4 things on the board. Generally speaking, because they should have roughly around 10 to 15k as an average.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to hope for, that they're at least 10k, because if the Demon Clan cards are like 5k, you're looking at 8 battle cards just to play 1.
Which, yeah, we'll see. We'll go down till further down and they'll come up, won't they? So we got King Piccolo Time to Fight. So it's a 4 cost 20k EX Evolve by paying 1 red onto a King Piccolo with energy cost of 3 or less. Also, when a card evolves into this card, you add up to 1 red Namekian or Demon Clan card with an energy cost of 4 or less other than copies of this card, or 1 red Unison card with a specified cost of 2 from your deck to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. Also, once per turn, when this card is played or attacks, you choose up to 1 Demon Clan card in your battle area and it gains 20k power for a turn. Oh, there you go. You can bump up your things to make it easier. Oh, because he has 20k power as well, so that's 2 cards to bring out 1. There you go.
He's not Demon Clan though.
Oh, true.
But you can make one of your Demon Clan cards.
Yeah. That's me being a tit. Yeah, okay.
But the plus 20k makes it easier, because if they're 10k, that's 2 cards then.
Yes.
So. Okay, so now we've got King Piccolo Dragon Ball Obsession. It's a 1-drop 4k power. And its auto is when this card is played, look up 5 cards from the top of your deck, add up to 1 red Namekian or Demon Clan card with an energy cost of 4 or less, or 1 red Unison card with a specified cost of 2 from among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck.
So, generic searcher. Sort of generic searcher. We've seen these kind of searchers before.
Oh yeah, it's a very deck-specific searcher because like the unison card it searched out is the one that's basically made for it. So
Yeah. So now we're up to Demon Clan cards. So we got Tambourine, Reign of Terror. I'm pretty sure I said that right.
yeah,
3 cost, 15, unique. Auto, at the end of the battle where this card was used in a combo from your life, you can play this card.
huh.
And obviously we've seen earlier on that that's the case, isn't it? There's like there will be cards that will work when they're comboed from the life.
Yeah.
So the Demon Clan cards are these then basically. I'm gonna presume now that all the Demon Clan cards have that same auto.
I would assume that they all have unique and that auto to make it an easier deck to play, because the leader puts them in there as well.
Yeah.
So
So we got auto once per turn. If your leader card is a Red King Piccolo card, and you either have 3 or more face-up cards in your life, or a red unison card in play with cards under it, when this card attacks, switch this card to active mode and it gains 5k. Nice 20k beater. Okay.
or
So,
like thinking about it as well, without one, if he gains 5k and then you give it 20k with the King Piccolo, you could just send that to bring out your 6 drop.
yes.
So, which is really useful. So yeah, we've got Symbol, Reign of Terror. Say 3 drop 15k. Auto at the end of the battle, it's using the combo from your life. You play it. Doesn't have unique.
So yeah, the Demon Clan cards should have that auto then.
Yeah. And its active main is once per turn. If you lead it as a Red King Piccolo card, choose it from one of your red unison cards with Rejuvenate skill in its text, and you may place 1 red Demon Clan card from your drop area under it. If you do, draw 1 card, then add 1 marker to the unison card. That's good.
The deck seems like it has a nice synergy. It has a lot of good build up. It looks like it can definitely 100% work like you'd expect. Like, you know, that's kind of a given.
Yeah, it does.
It just seems like it'd be weird to play.
Yeah, it's a very smooth combo deck, which I almost hate because it's King Piccolo.
This one's me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Drum, Reign of Terror, 3 cost 15, barrier blocker, auto the same when you combo it from your life, you play it. And then auto, if your leader card is red King Piccolo card, when this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and it gets minus 10k power. And they all seem to, yeah, like I said, they all seem to have 15k power as well. So,
yeah,
as a general thing. So, yeah, that's alright.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. So we got Piano, Reign of Terror. Say 1 drop with 4k. It has unique. Also, once per turn, if you lead it as a Red King Piccolo card, when this card is placed in your life face up from any area other than your life, you draw a card. And then, auto, if you lead it as a Red King Piccolo card, and you flip one face up card in your life face down, when this card is placed in your drop area from your battle area by an opponent's skill, play this card from your drop area with its skills negated for the turn. It's alright.
Fair enough. So we're on to the extra cards now. We've got Master Roshi's Mafuba, because Mafuba is always going to be a thing. So it's 1 cost, it's counter battle card attack.
So like the other one.
Yeah. If your leader card is a red Earthling card only, negate the attack, then if you have a red Earthling card in play, place this card on top of the attacking card. At the end of the next turn, place this card and only this card in its owner's drop area. While this card is on top of another card, the card underneath is not treated as a battle card and can't activate any of its skills. I'm not sure if the old Mafuba actually had that wording on it, but...
I think so. I can actually check, to be fair.
Well, do you want to read the
But
next card?
yeah, I'll read the next card first. So we have Attack of the Demon Clan. It's a 1 cost. It's got a dead Krillin on it.
When isn't he dead?
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, they've just slapped a dead Krillin on this card. So, active battle. If your leader is a red King Piccolo card, place 1 red Demon Clan card with an edge cost of 3 or less from your deck in your life face up. Combo with 1 red face up Demon Clan card in your life, then shuffle your deck.
So you deck Finn and get a thing onto the board for a 1 cost.
Well, you deck Finn and then combo with something.
Yeah, so
and then,
you take
it comes out.
The cards you take from your deck into your life, you just combo with it.
Yeah.
So you, for 1 cost, extra cards, you deck Finn and gain something on the board.
Yeah, you deck Finn and gain advantage.
Which is crazy.
Oh, King Piccolo, why do you have to be cool now?
Somebody wants to make the deck because they want to try this idea. They want to try this little gimmick.
I do, but I'm also still pissed that I got 5 King Piccolos. So I'm like reluctant to do it at the same time.
So our next 1 cost extra card is a Chew.
Bless you.
Oh, funny. So activate battle. If your leader card is a red Earthling only, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with 10k power or less, KO it, then combo with up to 1 launch card in your drop area. Alright. Interesting.
That's not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, the original Mafuba, it has it worded differently. So it says, as long as this card is stacked on top of another card, that card is not treated as a battle card and its skills cannot be activated.
Oh, right, okay.
So I think they've been a bit more, like, specific with it.
Okay, that's fair enough then.
So,
alright,
good idea.
On to the Black Zone.
Yep. So we start with Son Goku and Vegeta. It's got an auto once per turn. When you play a battle card using a Union Fusion skill, you draw a card. That's kind of like the Gogeta that just came out.
Yeah, that just came out.
Its secondary autos when it attacks, you draw a card and then add a card up to 1 card from your life to your hand.
Another Broly card.
Yep. Its active main is once per turn. You send up to 5 cards from the top of your deck to your warp. And then its awaken is when you're on 4 or less, you do a 1/1. So, which is pretty nice. And then we go into Gogeta Fateful Fusion.
Really need to watch Heroes because this has just happened in Heroes. I'm pretty sure that's where this.
I'll get back to it. I'll just go back to the start and get annoyed at the jumps. So its auto is still once per turn. When you play a battle card using fusion, you draw a card. When it attacks, you draw a card, and then you send up to 5 cards from the top of your deck to your warp. So instead of it being a skill, it's now part of the auto. And its active main is once per turn. Add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. Choose up to 2 of your black battle cards with an edge cost of 1, and you get plus 10k power until the end of your opponent's next turn.
So you can buff up your battle cards.
Yep.
Alright. So now we got Shroom and Salsa. Okay. So, also, when it attacks, you draw a card. Also, once per turn, if this card is in a battle, when you use a black battle card in a combo, your opponent sends 1 battle card from their drop area to the warp. If there are no battle cards in your opponent's drop area, you get to draw a card. And then Awaken, when your life is at 4 or less, all your opponent has 4 or more cards in their warp. Draw 1 card and get an energy back, so it's a 1/1. And then we got Shroom and Salsa, Might of the Demon Gods. Ooh. So you got auto, when it attacks you draw a card. Auto, once per turn, if this card is in a battle, when you use a black battle card in a combo, your opponent sends one battle card from their drop area to the warp. If there are no battle cards in your opponent's drop area, you get to draw a card, so it's the same as the other side.
Yeah.
Activate main once per turn, pay 1. If there are no battle cards in your opponent's drop area, choose up to one black evil wizard, demon realm race, or demon god card with entry cost of 2 or less in your deck or hand, play it, and then shuffle your deck if you look through it. Like, God, that was wordy.
It's interesting, though.
It's weird.
Hmm.
The game is getting weird.
So we got our first unison, which is, I might say it's wrong, Pycon?
PyCon.
That was close, I think. So, Saviour from Another Time. So it's got 15k, no specified cost because it's a black unison. It does have the permanent note of this card can't attack if it has 2 or less markers on it. It's got +1 active main. You choose up to 2 of your black battle cards with an edge cost of 1, and you get plus 10k power until the end of your opponent's next turn. And then -3 active main. You play 1 black battle card with an edge cost of 6, and the Union Fusion skill from your drop area or warp.
I suppose if you're sending your deck to the warp, it could happen, so...
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's clearly made for the Gogeta deck, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
But it helps with, like, sending stuff to the warp because it gives you a reason to do it.
Yes.
That and the Gogeta stuff first, anyway, so...
True. Alright, so we got the Bora Dimensional Meddler Player. Yeah. So it's got 10k power. God, this is wordy. Auto, once per turn, when you use a black battle card in a combo, add marker to this card and it gains 5k power for the turn. Alright. Plus nothing, activate main. If your leader card is Black Demon Realm Race card, send up to 1 battle card from your opponent's drop area to their warp. -4, activate main. Play up to 2 Black Evil Wizard, Demon Realm Race, or Demon God cards with different character names and energy cost of 2 from your deck or drop area, then shuffle your deck if you look through it. Okay, a lot of getting multiple things on the board.
Yeah. And for the next one, we got Tower Dimensional Meddler. So, got 10k power, no specified cost. Rejuvenate once per turn. So, if your life is at 3 or less and you remove 5 markers from this card, you place 1 card underneath it to the drop area, and then you place the top card of your deck in your life. And then it's got a +1 active main. You discard a card to draw a card. That's it.
Yeah. So we got Son Goku Catastrophic Premonition? Yeah.
Yeah.
1 cast 5k, unique double strike, auto once per turn. When your opponent adds a card from their deck to their hand using a non-leader card skill, this card gains 10k until the end of the next turn. Okay. On to our next one.
Yep. So we got Son Goku True Fighting Spirit. Again, it's the 1 cast, it's 5k power and deflect. It's got auto of add 1 card from your life to your hand. When this card attacks, it gains 10k power for the turn. And then its secondary auto is once per turn. Your leader is a black Saiyan card. When your opponent activates a counter skill, they choose 1 card in their hand and send it to their warp. Ooh.
See, that's just a good self-awakener that, because it's black, can just go in anything.
Yeah, it's good for self-awakening.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. I say anything. I forgot about the fact that it says black Saiyan. Leader card is black Saiyan. It's like, okay, so it's not quite anything, but it's generic enough. in the
Well,
Black Saiyan leader area.
yeah, there is a lot of Black Saiyan leaders in the game.
Yeah. So it can
So
go
you have
in a lot of decks still, but it's limited. It's a good job Alfie says, the leader Black Saiyan, because otherwise, my god.
yeah. If it just said if the leader is black, then it would just make black decks like really powerful if no other color got access to it.
Yeah, well, it gives them another Self Awakener, and it can hurt your opponent's hand, so...
Yeah, but it's still splashable enough as it is, so it's worth it.
Yeah, I was trying to think off the top of my head now how many Black Saiyan leaders there are. Quite a damn few.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's like near enough every other black leader is a Saiyan.
Isn't that the same with just any leader in general in this game?
True, but they're like some colors have a larger majority than others.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, moving on, we got Super Saiyan 3 Son Gohan Marvelous Might. So it's a 1-drop with 4k power. It has unique and then permanent. If your leader is a Black Saiyan card, you have 3 or more energy, and there are 15 or more cards in your drop area. This card gains 11k power and double strike during your turn.
So, Vegex?
Yeah.
Literally the only thing that comes to my mind that can work in, because as far as I can tell, there's not really any other Black Saiyan leader that can work with.
Depends on your deck. I mean, it partners well with the Black Mass Saiyan Devastator card, because like that one requires like 15 Saiyans in your drop and your opponents. But if you just have if you have enough, you've got a double striker and that thing going off.
Yeah.
So gives you options.
Alright, so we got Sun... Wait, this is me, yeah? Yeah.
Yep, this is you.
So we got Sun Gohan Catastrophic Premonition. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
1 cost, 4k. Auto, if your leader card is a Black Saiyan card, when this card is sent from your drop area to your warp by a skill, place this card at the bottom of your deck from your warp. Okay. So, activate main. If your leader card is Black Saiyan card, you send this card from your drop area to your warp, and you choose one of your Black Unison cards, place it in your drop area, and draw a card. And you can't activate this skill of copies of this card for a turn. So
It's always handy.
You warp it, goes to your deck, draw a card. No, yes, draw a card and you kill your Black Unison. Okay. There's obviously something I'm really missing here.
There'll be a reason for it. So here we got Sun Gohan Brainy Backup, 2-drop 10k, and it's the generic super combo. So 4 less life, you combo draw.
Yeah.
Simple as.
Alright, so you got Vegeta Catastrophic Premonition, 1 cost 5k, unique critical, auto once per turn. When your opponent plays a battle card with an energy cost greater than their current energy using a skill, this card gains 10k into the end of next turn.
It's not bad.
Nope.
Oh. So we got Vegeta True Fighting Spirit. So 1-drop 5k and deflect. Its first auto is you can add a card from your life to your hand when he attacks to give him 10k for the turn. And its auto is once per turn. If your leader is a Black Saiyan card, when your opponent switches their energy to active using a non-awakened skill, they choose 1 card in their hand and send it to their warp.
I'm so glad this is restricted to Black Saiyan leaders.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But they have 2 nasty 1-drops now
Yeah.
that send stuff to the warp.
Ew. So you got Super Saiyan 3 Trunks Marvelous Might. One costs 4k, unique permanent. If you lead a card as Black Saiyan card, you have 3 more energy, and there are 15 more cards in your drop area. This card gains 11k and critical at the end of turn. No, during your turn. Same thing. Okay, so 15k crit.
Yeah.
Basically.
So we've got Trunks, Catastrophic Premonition. Say 1 drop 4k. Its auto is, if your leader is a Black Saiyan card, when this card is sent from your drop to your warp by skill, you place this card at the bottom of your deck from your warp. So like the Gohan. And then active main, if your leader is a Black Saiyan card, you send this card from your drop area to your warp, and you choose one of your Black Unison cards and place it in your drop area. Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an edge cost of 4 less, send it to the owner's warp, and you can't activate its active main on another copy of this card for the turn.
So we got Super Saiyan 3, Gogeta, Marvelous Might. 6 cost, Barrier, Union Fusion, pay 1 black. If your leader card is a Black Saiyan Oni, and your opponent has 2 more energy, Son Goku and Vegeta Xeno. Okay.
It's also an SR.
Okay, it's an SR. Oh god.
Yeah.
And it's got 6k, 20k. Bloody hell. It's also that looks pretty cool. Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
Permanent. You can only choose battle cards in your warp when choosing cards for this card's union skill from your hand. If you do, place those chosen cards in your drop area from your warp. Activate main, pay 1 block. Place this card at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of your deck. Play up to 1 Son Goku Xeno with energy cost of 1, and 1 Vegeta Xeno with energy cost of 1 from your drop area or warp.
It's useful because it puts cards, like, it puts itself back in the deck, and you can put the cards into your drop from your warp that you want to bring out afterwards.
Yeah.
So then you still have your warp as a resource, and you're fueling your drop for things like the Trunks and Gohan. Because you can put the 2 in, get Gogeta, use the Trunks and Gohan, then get rid of Gogeta to bring the stuff back from your drop. So, nice bit of synergy.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is me. It's Gogeta Fearless Fusion. It's a 6 drop with 16k power.
Oh, good numbers.
Okay. Yep. It's got blocker, Union Fusion by paying a black. If your leader is a Black Saiyan card, well, Black Saiyan only card, you use a Goku and Vegeta Xeno. Permanent, you can choose battle cards in your warp when using its union skill from your hand, and you place those cards into your drop from your warp. And then when this card is played, you choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with an edge cost of 4 less, ignoring barrier, and send it to the owner's warp. Yay!
Yeah, so they're both, you can choose cards. Yeah, that's good for the union.
It's like the Vegex. Only with the Vegex ones, they have to go underneath, whereas on the Gogetas, they go to the drop.
Yeah. Alright, so we got Gohanks, Marvelous Might. Okay.
What is that hair?
I don't know. 6 cast, 20k power. Critical, activate main, pay 2. If your leader card is a Black Saiyan card, and you send 1 Son Gohan Xeno and 1 Trunks Xeno from your drop area to your warp, play this card from your hand. Activate main. If you have a Black Unison card in play, place this card in its owner's drop area, then play up to 1 Gohan Xeno with an energy cost of 1 and a Trunks Xeno with an energy cost of 1 from your deck or drop area, then shuffle your deck and look through it, then you can't activate the activate main on copies of this card for a turn. Bloody hell. Okay. So, on to the next one.
Why can't they just make him turn Super Saiyan? Anyone that combines with Trunks makes the hair look weird. It does, though. So yeah, we got Gohank's Master Student Union. Say 6 drop with 15k. Its autos when this card is played, you draw a card. If you don't have a unison card in play, play one black unison card with no specified cost and 15k power from your drop area with a marker on it, and you can't play copies of this card for the turn. Oh, so it gives you a unison back if you got rid of it for another card effect.
Which you probably would have, looking at everything else.
By this point in the game, yeah, probably. And its active main is you pay 1 if your leader is a black Saiyan card, and you send 1 Sun Gohan Xeno and Trunk Xeno card from your drop to your warp, you can play this card from your hand.
Cheap cost.
Yeah, very cheap. And it gives you a unison. So,
yeah.
Can't argue with
and
that.
you get to draw a card as well.
Yep.
Our next card is an SR as well. So we got
Yay.
Dark Masking Devilish Dominator. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 cost, 25k power. Deflect, triple strike, auto. Once per turn, when this card attacks, you send up to 2 battle cards from your opponent's drop area to the warp. If your opponent has 10 or more cards in their warp, switch this card to active mode. So you can attack twice with it.
With triple strike.
Deflect triple. Oh yeah, I didn't even read that, did I? Oops. Yeah, it's got deflect triple strike. Ill. Auto once per turn. When your opponent activates a counter skill during a battle with this card, send 1 card from your opponent's life to their warp.
Even more disgusting.
What the hell is this card? What is this card?
Steroids.
Activate main for. What?
Yeah, pay 4. It just doesn't have the little white dot in it.
Okay. If your leader card is black and your opponent has. What? Yeah, if your leader card is black and your opponent has 3 or more cards in their war, play this card from your hand.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Because it's meant to go with Shroom and Salsa, which send stuff to their warp.
This card is nuts.
Yeah, when you hit 4 energy, you place that on the board, and yeah, it can attack. Like, it's going to kind of guarantee 2 attacks, and if your opponent tries to counter one of them, they still lose a life.
That card is. What the hell? That card's crazy.
The easiest way around it is you have to combo and put cards back into your drop area from your warp.
Yes. So. Oh god. If that deck takes off, Gravy is going to be in the side deck.
If Gravy can be.
No, isn't Gravy just when you combo with this card, you... Or do you need to have a certain leader or anything like that?
I think you need to have a black leader to use Gravy.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise, like, you could just run Gravy and whatever overrun you want in any deck. Which, like, would be nice, but would also kind of defeat the point.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Well, there goes that idea then.
So we got Toa Dimensional Convoker. It's a 1-drop 4k power. Has the auto of when this card is played, you look up 5 cards from the top of your deck, and up to 1 black Evil Wizard, Demon Round Race, or Demon God from among them to your hand, then shuffle your deck. And then its active main is once per turn, pay 1. If the leader is black, play up to 1 skillless Demon God card with 15k power from your deck or drop, shuffle your deck if you look through it, and you can't activate another copy of this card's active main. So. You're right.
My drink went down the wrong way. Okay. So, Jesus Christ. Okay, so we got Chain Attack Gravy. Sorry for language. So we've got 2 costs, 14k. Auto. Oh god, I need. Jonah, take over.
Okay. So auto once per turn. If you lead as a black demon realm race card and it's your turn, when you use a black evil wizard, demon realm race, or demon god card in a combo, you draw a card. And then other autos, when this card is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, you send up to 1 battle card from your opponent's drop area to their warp. So you get a card back that you've comboed and you send something to their warp.
He's still gone, Jonas. You're gonna have to carry on. Hello, interjection.
Oh great, my co-host is dying. So we got Chain Attack Poutine. It's a 2.14k. Its auto is when this card is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, you send up to 1 battle card from your opponent's drop to their warp. So just making use of their effects. And then active battle once per turn. If you lead it as a black demon realm race card and it's your turn, I assume it says place because it just says up to 1. Oh no, wait, no, that would make sense. Up to 1 black evil wizard, demon realm race, or demon god card in your combo area gets plus 5k combo power for the turn. So that's really handy. You can turn a 10k into a 15k combo, which is pretty nice. Thank you. Magical, or like for me, it's just happening whenever. I have no control.
Magic of the scroll.
Yeah, magic scrolling. So we got Mickey Burr, the King's Summons. So we got it's 3.15k. And its active main is you pay 2. If the leader is a black demon realm race card, and you place this card from your hand and 1 card from your life into your drop area, you send 1 battle card from your opponent's drop area to their warp. Play up to 2 black battle cards with evil wizard and or demon realm race. And it costs 2 and different character names that aren't Mechibur cards from your deck. Then shuffle your deck, and you can't activate its active main and other copies of this card for the turn. So, like, that is really wordy. But you can get rid of one of your opponent's things and then place out 2 demon realm / evil wizards that aren't Mechibura, which is useful. Just gives you a board and setup. Is he still dying, or we...
No, I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah. Alright, so you got Shroom, a new demon guard. So it's 5 cost, 20k power. Auto, when this card attacks, you send up to 1 battle card from your opponent's drop area to their warp. If there are no battle cards in your opponent's drop area, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and send it to your owner's warp. Activate main, pay 1, choose 1 of your black skillless battle cards with energy cost of 2 or 3 and return it to your owner's hand. Play this card from your hand. I'm presuming at some point there was skillless ones. Oh no,
that's... Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Shroom skillless. So, sorry, it's a 2 cost of 15. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Right, next one.
Okay, so we've got Salsa, a new demon god. It's a 5.20k power. Its auto is when this card attacks, you send up to 1 battle card from your opponent's drop area to their warp. If there are no battle cards in your opponent's drop, choose up to 1 black evil wizard, demon realm race, or demon god card with an energy cost of 2 or less from your deck, well, your hand or drop area, and play it. I won't say deck automatically. Then active main, you pay 1, you choose 1 of your black skills battle cards with an energy cost of 2 or 3 and return it to your owner's hand to play this card from your hand. Case in point, a vanilla salsa.
Yeah. Okay, so now we got Temptation of the Mask.
Ooh.
So if that was green, then yeah. So the 2 cost extra cards, so yeah, Jonah gets what I meant. Activate main. If your leader card is Black Saiyan Oni, and you place one Black Bardock, Xeno, King Vegeta Xeno, or Broly card from your drop area. From your drop area at the top of your deck. At the end of the turn, play up to one Dark Broly card, or up to one Black battle card with energy cost of 4 or less, and masked in its character name from your deck. Don't shuffle your deck.
So it's just a way to spawn out masked Saiyans, basically.
Yeah. But you have to run a lot of, you have to run the Bardock, the King, Vegeta, Xeno, and the Broly.
Well, it depends what deck you're playing, because you can run that in Dark Broly just to get your Dark Brolys out. Or if you're running like a deck that makes use of
the way I'm reading that is you have to place one of each, but no, you don't think it's one. It's whichever one you have access to, isn't it?
Yeah, it says "or" at the end of it.
Yeah. All right, so on to the next one.
So we got Dark King's Flash. It's a 1-cost counter attack to negate the attack, and an active main. If your opponent has 5 or more energy, your opponent can't play battle cards using their lead card skill until the end of their next turn.
Trying to think what that's relevant to, but I really can't.
I don't know.
Explosive Barrage Slash. 2-cast counter-attack. If your leader card is Black Saiyan card, you negate the attack. Then if you don't have a Unison card in play, play one Black Unison card with no specified cost and 15k power from your drop area or more with a marker on it. That's actually really good.
That is really good, yeah.
That is very, very good. Alright, so there we go.
Onto targets.
Yeah. There we go. So that is the red and black reveals.
Yep.
So thank you very much for watching. If you made it to the end, you're awesome. Leave any thoughts you have in the comments below regarding any of the cards. And we'll see you next time. So, bye-bye.
Bye.